This is a quote which I found was interesting. We often categorize, we often put people and organizations into sections, and we say this is ethical, this is not ethical. But I think when we take a helicopter view, we can find that every organization has a lesson to talk about. They have some things which we can copy, which we can adapt to, which we can accept. And therefore, no company is so wonderfully good that there is nothing bad about it, and no company is so bad that there is nothing positive about it. The importance of ethics is shown in this graph. The WME represents those organizations which have been categorized as world's most ethical organizations. Are we together? FTSE are those organizations which have the highest capital value in the stock market, in the stock exchange of London. That's the FTSE 100. And the Standard and Poor 500 are those organizations which have the highest capital value in the New York Stock Exchange. And if you see, if you had, which are the companies they would like to borrow? Obviously, companies which are ethical. We have all heard probably about the ethical funds. Funds which have come up in Europe, which invest not in all sectors, but in sectors which do not deal with weaponry, which do not deal with alcohol, which do not deal with tobacco, and so on and so forth. And they are growing. There is now belief that ethics makes a lot of business sense. Ethics, as he said, comes from a word, ethos, which means the science of morals, good or bad. Good or bad. It comes from a Greek word, ethos, which is the morality of right or wrong. And if human beings have a choice, what do you think they will adapt to? What do you think they will accept? Because business is based on relationships. And if you have ethics, you build trust. There's an old saying which says, the business of business is not to create trust per se, but business is based on relationships. And can you have relationships without trust? I think that's very difficult.